All right, we did the manga tier list yesterday, so I just figured that we'd just go ahead and get the anime tier list out of the way too. Um, this is gonna be probably a lot longer of a video, which is crazy because that one was an hour long yesterday. So this one we'll just see. Hopefully, it won't be that long. Try to keep it somewhat brief, even though I know it's gonna be at least an hour probably. And you might have noticed yesterday I had a tab open of AnyList. So if you want to follow me on AnyList, you absolutely can. Um, I don't update it that often, but if you want like more in depth of like my scores and everything, you can you can go and see on there. So yeah. But Naruto. We'll start off with Naruto because it's the very first anime I ever watched. Bringing Shippuden in here too. Um, Naruto is interesting because it is the first anime I ever watched, and it got me into all this stuff. So it has a very special place in my heart. But um, I do find it kind of hard to go back and watch Naruto a lot of the times. Like it's a still I think a pretty good anime adaptation. I'd probably put the original in A tier. Uh, Shippuden, I kind of want to put in S tier, honestly. But the filler, you know, yeah, the filler. I'll just, I think Shippuden is better than the original. That is kind of a hot take, I know, but there's a lot of people really like the original, and for a while I thought the original was better too, but I don't know. I think my favorite part of Naruto is like the middle of Shippuden, like with pain and everything. So yeah, um, it definitely declines a little bit with the war arc, but I still really like the war arc. I think it's much better than some other series war arcs like Bleach and My Hero Academia. I think it does a way better job. Um, it's still flawed, but it's still really good. Um, so then we have the last movie, which I'm gonna put in D tier. I was not a fan. I didn't really like how it made it seem like Naruto had to be like hypnotized or whatever to like kind of realize that he liked Hinata, which I thought was really stupid. And the Boruto movie, I'll put in C tier because I like the Boruto movie, but I think the anime and yeah, the anime kind of takes this and makes it better. So yeah. Um, and then My Hero Academia, I won't speak on too much since we talked about it in the manga video yesterday. But I'll put My Hero Academia in the B tier. I think it was an S tier at its height, at least to me. But actually haven't watched season 6 or 7. I started actually watching season 6 today because I was just in a really My Hero Academia mood. I almost made a My Hero Academia video. I just couldn't think of anything to talk about with that. So yeah, maybe I'll make one uh, someday. Probably will, but there's that. And then Two Heroes, I'll put in C tier. I think it's a good movie, or at least a decent movie. And Heroes Rising, I'll put in D tier. It was very boring, very not good movie. Uh, but it has pretty animation, so it gets a few points, I guess. Even though when I watched it, me and my friends talked through the whole thing, and there was literally nothing. Like we missed nothing because there's barely any story. Um, but Hunter x Hunter, we haven't talked, or we talked about the manga a little bit yesterday. But Hunter x Hunter, the anime, is definitely an S tier. in my opinion. I see a lot of people, like, I've watched a lot of these anime tier list videos, and I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like Hunter x Hunter, and that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I mean, people can have their own opinion, but Hunter x Hunter is easily one of the best anime to ever do it. I mean, yeah, the Chimera Ant arc is long and has a lot of exposition, but it's still one of the greatest anime arcs of all time, in my opinion, at least. I think just all the fights are amazing. All the character moments are fantastic. And you don't even have Kurapika or Leorio even there, or Hisoka even there. And it's still that good of an arc. So, yeah, I don't understand that. York New, even York New City, might be my favorite arc. I kind of go back and forth between that and Chimera Ant. And even the Succession War could be my favorite arc if they animate it one day. The manga is not, it's too wordy for me, but it is quality stuff. But anyways, I really hope we do get that animated someday, and I'm sure we will. It's honestly just a matter of time. Whether Togashi finishes the story or whenever he dies, which I mean, hopefully is not soon. Hopefully he gets to finish it before he dies. But yeah, uh, Hunter x Hunter is great. It's one of my favorite series ever. Togashi, I love. I follow him on Twitter. Keep up with all the updates. He's one of my favorites. But then we have probably the most degenerate anime I've ever watched ever on this list, and that's Citrus, which I'm just gonna go ahead and put in the F tier. I binged this anime when I was, how old was I? I was 12, I believe. Um, One of my friends discovered it, and then he told all of us about it and told us that we should watch it. So a few of us did, and honestly, not. I mean, I kind of was intrigued by it, but I have no idea why. It's absolute slop. It is not good. It is uh very strange. I do not recommend anybody watch it. Uh, Nor do I recommend you read the manga. I've never read the manga. I never plan to. I never plan to go back to Citrus. It is not up on my priorities list at all. But let's just get right past that and go to One Piece, which is going to be an automatic S tier. You know it. You love it. It's One Piece. Admittedly, I've never seen the entire anime. I've only read the entire manga, except actually, that's not even true. I haven't read Skypiea or Water 7 because I watched those in the anime, but I will someday. Um, I've watched a, I've seen all the like major episodes, like 10, 15 is one of the greatest anime episodes of all time. There's no debate there, honestly. Uh, I mean, the dub for One Piece is kind of like it's good. I used to hate it. I used to be a big dub hater for One Piece, but nowadays I kind of respect it. Um, but I definitely would say I prefer the Japanese over the dub. Uh, I need to watch Egghead because I haven't seen any of Egghead yet, except for like the beginning episodes, and I kind of fell off of it. Um, but I need to watch that. Then we have Strong World, the only like actual One Piece movie I've watched, and I thought it was bad. Like not bad, but just boring. Kind of same thing with Alabasta or Princess Desert, whatever this movie's called. It's boring. I watched it on Netflix on a trip, like a 2 hour trip, and it was boring. That's all I have to say about that, really. Full Metal Alchemist. We can start with the 2003. I watched Brotherhood first, but we'll start with this because it came out first. 2003 is interesting because I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, but it's not it's not that great. Like, um, probably would put it at a C tier, and I would probably put Full Metal Alchemist in a B tier. I'm feeling that today, because I think I like My Hero Academia more than Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist is like the most not overrated anime of all time, but just like the one anime that gets like the most like praise. Like it's number one on my anime list and all that. I don't know if it still is actually. I just know that it was for a long time, because everything else that would dethrone it would get like review bombed like crazy. I respect Full Metal Alchemist. It's just not. It used to be my second favorite anime. That was only after I had seen like just a couple, but this is actually mostly in order of how I've watched these. Like most of these are in order of when I watched them, if that makes sense. But uh, which it should. There's like some discrepancies in here, but for the most part, it is in order of when I watched them. So I think Fullmetal Alchemist is a nice B tier. It has a lot of twists and turns. It's very entertaining, but it's not like as rewatchable. That's one thing about it. I've tried to rewatch it before, didn't really have as much fun as I wanted to. So that knocks down some points, but it's a solid series. And then we have Bleach, which I'll go ahead and also put in the B tier. I think it, like I said in my manga video, I think it peaked at Ichigo versus Ulquiorra, and it'll never be better than that unless the new anime just gets like crazy or something. But um, there's a lot of filler, and there's some pacing issues. Uh, Honestly, I probably would put it in A, but because of that, I'm filler and also pacing. I'm gonna put it in the B, but Hellverse, terrible, actually bad. Like I invited my friend over to watch it one time. We talked through the whole thing. It was boring. But Thousand Year Blood War, I've seen the very first part. I know there's two more parts now, but I would go ahead and put it on the same tier as the original for now. Uh, Maybe I would change my mind if I've seen more of it, but for now, I think it's just as good. Um, and hopefully that keeps up because I do want to see Bleach succeed. It was one of my favorites at one point, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. But what I really want to see is just more Bleach. I want to see a sequel, whether that's in the form of anime or manga. I really want that, really do. Then we have, let's see, probably the second most degenerate anime on this list, maybe. And that's Seven Deadly Sins, which I was a big fan of for a long time. But as you age, you start to realize that a lot of stuff that happens in Seven Deadly Sins is really fucking weird. Like the first episode, he's going around squeezing Elizabeth, and Bond is a pedophile. Escanor is like the only character that is not like a freaking weirdo. I'm just gonna put it in D. This movie was absolutely atrocious, and this movie was kind of the same as the series. But you know, I would actually put it in C if the animation had held up as long as it did, but even that can't save it because the animation was actually dog shit after season 2. And yeah. Seven Deadly Sins. Yay! Terrible. Terrible. Promise Neverland. Not really. It's D because the first arc is really good. But the rest of it is terrible. Um, season 2 absolutely butchered it, but season 1 is a really good first season, so it can be D. Death Note, I started watching the exact same day that I finished Promise Neverland season 1, and Death Note is an absolute classic. It's at least an A tier. Some days I might even say it's an S tier. Same with Naruto. Same with most of the things I'm going to put in S tier. I think my S tier and my A tier are pretty similar, but I just have like swipe issues with the things in A tier that I don't have with the things in S. Like with Naruto and its filler and uh, the ending of the war arc in Naruto. But like Death Note definitely peaks uh, with the L stuff, and then it kind of falls off. I think people exaggerate that fall off a lot of the times. I don't think it falls off as bad as people say, but it isn't. It still isn't as good as it could have been. But one thing I do think is stupid is that people hate on the ending of Death Note, and I think that the ending of Death Note is really good. Like the final episode is one of my favorites in the series. I actually really like it. I watched it twice when I first watched Death Note. I watched it twice back to back because I really liked it that much. Um, yeah, Death Note A tier, really great. I think anybody that likes anything should watch Death Note. Very good. Attack on Titan. Uh, so Attack on Titan's interesting because at its height, I would have put it like in S tier, obviously. But I never even finished the anime because I don't care anymore. Like to me, Attack on Titan has always been more of a story focused series. The characters have never been that interesting to me. Um, like I don't know why that is. It's just kind of like a Stockholm syndrome thing where like eventually I started to care about the characters just because I've been around with them so long. Um, but Attack on Titan, I will put in A tier simply because I think up until up until spoilers, even though the anime's over, up until I'm gonna there's spoilers all throughout this video. I forgot to make that clear earlier, but there's spoilers everywhere. Um, Aaron getting shot in the head and then like talking to his dad in the past and everything. That getting revealed is like after that happens, Attack on Titan falls off a fucking cliff and does not recover. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in A tier out of respect for the rest of the series. Uh, but if it was up, but honestly, even some days I would say B tier. But I'm just feeling A tier today. Because season 3, part 2 is just that good, and the final season, part 1 and part 2, is also that good. But um, yeah, we'll go A. And then my favorite anime ever, Gurren Lagann, which I haven't seen in a few years. but I'll rewatch someday. Probably when I get it on Blu-ray eventually. Is my favorite anime. I made a high school presentation where I talked about it. Um, I just love it. It's my favorite. I really found myself relating to Simon or Simone or however you want to say his name. I think I prefer Simone, honestly. I actually like the dub better than the sub, which is interesting because I watched the sub first, but I really like the dub. I think it's really good. Yuri Lowenthal was one of my favorites. So I actually met him and got him to sign my copy of Disney Infinity, which was pretty cool. And he said that he never had anybody ever had him have him sign that, so he'll always remember the one guy that's he made him sign Disney Infinity. So that's pretty cool. Um, and yeah, if you haven't seen Gurren I highly recommend you watch it. It is one of I think it's a must watch. It's not a long show. It's only 27 episodes, and two of those episodes you can skip, so it's really only 25. Episode 4, which is like terrible, and it's just kind of an outlier. They outsourced the animation, and it was just weird. And then episode 16, I believe, is the episode that's just like a behind the scenes kind of thing. So you can skip that too. But it's great. Highly recommend. It has fan service, so if you're not like if you hate that, then I don't you might not like Gurren that much, but um if you can stomach that, then I think it's one of the best anime stories ever told, at least that I've seen. And the animation still holds up. It's one of the best looking shows. And it was made in 2007. So then we have Mob Psycho, which I started watching immediately after Gurren Lagann. And I will just go ahead and say I think Mob Psycho is really good. Do I like? So do I think it's better? My Hero Academia is kind of like the B tier that's holding all the B tiers together. It's probably my favorite amongst the B tier. Uh, do I like Mob Psycho more than My Hero Academia? I don't know if I do, honestly. I don't even know if I like Attack on Titan more than My Hero Academia. I know that's a little bit of a crazy take, but I'm putting Attack on Titan above My Hero Academia just because I know Attack on Titan is better than My Hero Academia. But Mob Psycho 100, I'll put it a day. I'll put it a day. Uh, Animation is fantastic. Story great. I really liked the whole thing. I thought it was awesome. One Punch Man though, not a big fan of the anime. I'll put it D tier. I haven't even seen season 2. It has nice animation, but I think the story is just kind of boring. Like I said in my manga video, I think it gets a lot better after Garo comes into the story. So yeah. And then Demon Slayer, I'll go ahead and put that in the B tier. I think it's on the same level as a My Hero Academia. Um, but um, especially the anime specifically, mostly because of the animation. The characters are kind of fun too, but they're a little basic. The story is not very interesting at all, but that's not why you watch Demon Slayer. You watch Demon Slayer for the fights and the brilliant animation. Um, my favorite character is probably Tengen from season 2. He's pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, Demon Slayer B. Haven't seen season 4. I plan to watch it soon, and then I'll watch the Infinity Castle movie probably soon also, hopefully. And then we have God of High School, which It started off kind of strong, but it was not very good. I'll put it D. I watched it weekly as it was coming out, and it was just not. It just wasn't it. Uh, the story, like they rushed it super hard. I've heard the manhwa is way better. And yeah, I'm just putting it D. Jujutsu Kaisen, I've only seen season one. I know season two is supposed to be like so good and everything, but I already read it and I didn't feel like watching it. So I'm just gonna put it in B tier, call it a day. It can be in B tier for now until they ruin the story like they do with the manga. But then Zero can be in C. It's okay. It's pretty good, but it's not that good. Quintessential Quintuplets is a solid series. I'll put that in B tier too. Um, all of my friend watched that, and then he watched it with me, and then he made like all of my friends watch it because he liked it so much. Uh, and he was kind of overrating it. A lot of my friends were kind of overrating it at the time, but I like it. It's a good series. The movie isn't on here because I never watched the movie. I read the manga, and I didn't feel like I needed to watch the movie. But yeah, quintessential quintuplets is cool. Uh, Haikyuu, one of my favorite anime ever, which might be a surprise to some. Probably, if you know me, it's not a surprise, but I think it is absolutely fantastic. Literally no complaints with Haikyuu. I wish they kept the show going instead of doing where's the movie at? Is it not? Oh, there's the movie. Instead of doing movies, which I will put this movie in B tier. Or yeah, I'll put it in B tier. It's not a very strong point of Haikyuu, but I wish they kept doing the show instead of doing movies because now it's taking forever to come out and it's just annoying. But Haikyuu has some of the best character writing of any show I've ever seen. Some of the best character moments, action, which is crazy because it's a sports series. um, it's just, it's so good. It's so good. The music, so good. I could go on and on about Haikyuu, but I won't. I will. I'm making this kind of fast today. A Silent Voice, the first movie that ever made me cry. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Specifically because if I feel like if I watched it again, I wouldn't like it as much, but um, just because I know that they like left a lot of stuff out from the manga. But it's a good movie. I feel like everybody should watch it. Like even little kids, like not little kids, but like 10-year-olds, 10 and up. Like it's a really good movie. Shows why you shouldn't bully people and the implications of that. How terrible that could be for someone. I I just think it's a great movie. Akira, on the other hand, is not a great movie. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think it's a good movie. It has incredible animation. It still holds up today, but the story is all over the place. Like, what the fuck even happens in it? Um, I don't think most people do know. I really want to read the manga because I've heard the manga is absolutely excellent, and I know that people say the movie is excellent too. But I'm like actually expecting the manga to be a lot better than the movie, simply because the story has a lot more time to be fleshed out. And some people might hate me for putting Akira that low, but I don't care. Uh, I really don't. B stars, I'll put C simply because I binged it. I binged season one in one sitting, but I don't feel like I need to see any more of it. Like it was good, but I don't know. It's just not that good. Blue Period, not my favorite thing in the world. I liked it. It was a nice change of pace at the time, but I'm gonna go see. Um, I heard the manga's pretty good. I know people don't like the anime. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But then we have Burn the Witch, which, like I said yesterday, really boring. I'm gonna go D. It's not fun. Code Geass, I'll go B also, or not also. I'll go B. Um, like I talked about in my Blu-ray collection video the other day, love Code Geass. Think it's very flawed, but the ending is absolutely fantastic, and it doesn't get much better than that. Um, in anime, so yeah, or just in fiction in general, it doesn't get much better than that in storytelling. So, but then we have all the Code Geass movies, which I watched. This one was boring. This one was, or this one is the second one. This one is absolutely terrible, like Jesus Christ. And then this one was actually pretty good, but it's not the same as the series. But then this one was also okay, but I don't remember it. I'll be honest, at like barely at all. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. Um, yeah, it's Code Geass. Lelouch is awesome. I said that in my video the other day, but Lelouch is awesome. People that say Code Geass is better than Death Note, I don't really understand that because Death Note is way more consistent than Code Geass is for a lot longer. But to each their own, I guess. Kill la Kill. Uh, I'm gonna go B also. The first like 12 episodes, like the first half of the series, boring. Like boring as hell most of the time. The first episode is really good. Second episode's pretty good. Third episode's pretty good, but it kind of meanders for a bit. And then the last 10 episodes just decide to lock in out of nowhere, and it becomes some of the best anime you've ever seen in your life. So I highly recommend Kill la Kill, actually, but I can't put it higher than a B tier because it meanders too much, and I can't stand it. Um, it's annoying, but it's so good. So yeah. And then we have Chainsaw Man, which anime I'm gonna put in C tier. Wasn't big on that first season. I thought it was a solid season. Actually, I'll put a B. Thought it was a solid season, but it's just not like as good. I'm gonna go C. I'm going C. It's not as good as it could have been. Um, I don't know if I'll keep up with the anime simply because I've lost interest in the series to like as a whole, but um yeah, it could have been a lot better in my opinion than it actually was. Then we have Tokyo Revengers, which I'm gonna put in C also. Um Tokyo Revengers is an interesting one because it's like really good, but then the manga kind of ruined it for me. I read the entire manga. Um, Caught up pretty much right when the anime finished, and that was right as they were getting into like, um, or actually, I won't say, but I don't know. It's just not that good. I'm gonna go D actually. It's kind of creepy. Like, I kind of forgot, but it's kind of creepy that he's like chasing after this girl from middle school and he's like in his mid 20s. Like, really, dude? Really? But yeah. I had like right after this finished and I binged the manga. I thought it was really good, but I was in like 10th grade. Cut me some slack. Uh, Demon Slayer Mugen Train. I forgot to rank this earlier. B, or actually A. It's really good. Um, Doctor Stone. I'll go ahead and put in B also. I haven't finished the anime. I've only seen up to season 2 and then I read the manga. Or I've seen all of season 2 also, but haven't seen season 3 or past that if there is more. I think there is more. But yeah, it's a solid series. I put the manga in A tier yesterday. Probably do think the manga is better than the anime, but yeah, Dr. Stone. I'm tired if y'all can't tell. For some reason, I'm way more tired than I was yesterday, even though I made that video later. But Dragon Ball Super Pooper. Actually, we'll start with this one, Battle of Gods. I haven't seen Resurrection F, so that's why it's not here. Heard it's terrible, like absolutely dog shit. But this one, Battle of Gods, I watched on my 3DS. It was a mid experience. So I'll just put it in D. Super Broly though, I'll put in A. Superhero, I'll put in B. Broly, so good. Best Dragon Ball Super content we've gotten. And Superhero is arguably, I mean, if you told me that you thought Superhero was better or on the same level as Broly, I wouldn't really look at you sideways. I enjoy a lot of things about that movie. I probably just need to rewatch it, honestly. But that's a really good movie. It gets overhated because of the CGI. Uh, like it's like completely 3D animated, so it gets hate for that. But I thought it was really good. I liked it. I saw it in theaters with my friends. I had a good time. I don't know what to say. I thought it was good. Fully Cooley, I'll put in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'll put in A. It's kind of like Mob Psycho for me. Like I don't know if I actually like it more than My Hero Academia, but I think it's better than My Hero Academia. Like it's more solid. It's just short and sweet, and it gets to the point. Even though there is no point, like it's just all over the place and fucking crazy. But it was funny. I watched it with my friend. We had a good time. We watched it in a day. I don't know. I want to own Fully Cooley on Blu-ray. It's really good. I want to rewatch it too, but just don't have an excuse to right now. I think it's great. I think they need to stop trying to make more Fully Cooley because they just keep failing and it sucks every time. I haven't watched any more other than the original, but just because I just know that it's not gonna be good. They need to just stop with that. Then we have Soul Eater, which I'll also throw in B. I really like Soul Eater a lot. Even the filler, like I said in my video the other day, my Blu-ray collection. I just really like Soul Eater. I like the characters a lot. I like the animation. It's beautifully animated by Bones and their prime. I think it's good. I think it's great. The ending obviously sucks, but other than that, it's awesome. It's awesome. Actually, I'll put it at C because the ending sucks, but it's awesome though. So it needs more respect. Put respect on Soul Eater's name. Inuyashiki, Last Hero. This is one of the more recent animes I've seen. This is where we this list is not in order anymore of when I've seen it. It kind of hasn't been for a while. But this was pretty good. I didn't like the ending though, so I'm gonna put in C. I thought it was dumb. There's the first thing I've seen written by the Gantz author, and I don't know. I saw that clip of where he's like talking to that girl about One Piece, and I decided to watch it, and I liked it, but It could have been a lot better, in my opinion. Maybe the manga's better, but I don't think I'll ever read it. JoJo's, you already know. You already know. That is one of my favorites um, ever. Part one, okay. Part two, really good. Part three, stinky poo poo, except for the ending and a few episodes here and there. Part four is fantastic. Part five is my favorite. Part six, I haven't actually watched the anime. I've seen the first 12 episodes and then I stopped because Netflix released that shit like terribly. I'll watch it eventually, but probably before Steel Ball Run comes out. But that is some of my favorite shit ever. Maggie or Maggie, I think it's Maggie. It's been a while. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in C tier. I want to get more into it. I feel like I would like it more if I did. I've only seen season one, but and a little of season two, but I don't know. It's just not. I'm not. It's not high on priority list right now. Evangelion, I'll go ahead and throw that in a C tier. It's kind of one of those shows that like sucks, but like it's kind of good, but like it sucks, but like it's kind of good. End of Ava is an A tier. It's a really good movie. I think it's really solid. But the actual anime, the ending is terrible. It doesn't make any sense. I don't care. I'm tired of shit right now, but I really don't care. You can come after me for that. I don't care. End of Ava is way better ending for the series, in my opinion. Um, yeah, Evangelion. Woo. I think Evangelion is one of those like you kind of have to watch just because it's like funny, but like it's a must watch series. It has a lot of really cool moments in it, but it's not like one of the best things ever, if that makes sense. At least in my opinion. I haven't seen the movies, so maybe I would change my mind if I saw all those like reboot movies, but yeah, I don't know. Yu Yu Hakusho will throw an A. It's not as good as Hunter x Hunter. The Dark Tournament is peak. The arc after that is pretty good too. The final arc is kind of not good, but it's a good series overall. I have like two Yu Yu Hakusho shirts, so I think I like it a lot. Uh, yeah, it's cool. Then we have Madoka Magica, which I'll go ahead and put in B. Thought it was solid. Didn't like love it or anything, but it was solid. I was kind of expecting more. I'll be honest, but yeah. Spy Family, I only saw season one. I'll put it in C just like I did yesterday because I don't have any real want or need to watch any more of it. And then we have the Ghibli section. Ghibli movies that I've seen. Actually, most of this left is movies, but Boy and the Heron is dog shit. I don't care. It is boring. It is so boring. Like, Jesus. It is not that good, people. It should not have won Best Picture over Spider-Verse or whatever. Or, I mean, Best Animated Film over Spider-Verse. It just shouldn't have. That was Spider-Verse was literally one of the best movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and Boy and the Heron was like a mid-pack. Like, come on. Spirited Away is also overrated as shit. I'll go C tier. Animation looks pretty, but it's so dumb. I don't care. It's so dumb. Only Yesterday, I'll also go C. I just don't care. Porco Rosso, I low-key want to go B, but I'll go C because the ending was stupid. How's Moving Castle, I'll go D. It's boring as shit. First time I watched it, I literally fell asleep. Um, but I've seen it like three times, and every time I watch it, I'm just like, ugh. My Neighbor Totoro, same thing. It's boring. It's just so boring. It is literally one of the most boring movies I've ever seen in my life. It's 90 minutes of a nothing. It's literally nothing. Nothing happens in it. I don't care. Whisper of the Heart is probably the best Ghibli movie I've seen. I'll put that in B tier actually. Because I thought it was pretty good. But Ghibli is pretty overrated, in my opinion. I don't see it. I don't get what all the hype is about. Um, you can cancel me for that. Cancel me all you want. Uh, Perfect Blue, I'll put B. Really liked it. Really liked it. I did. But, like, it was solid. I have it on Blu ray. I forgot to show it in my video that I did. Have the steelbook for it. Same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, wherever that is. Oh, yeah, it's down here. Uh, yeah. Your Name. Your Name is pretty good. Your Name is pretty good. I'll put Your Name in A tier. I think it's just as good as The Silent Voice. And then we have Bocchi the Rock, which I really, really liked season one. I really related to Bocchi because I had social anxiety, or I didn't had it. I have it, and I struggled with it for a long time. I haven't been recently. I've been more like outgoing and outspoken recently. I don't know if outspoken is even a thing. I'm so tired. But Bocchi the Rock, so good. It's great. Can't wait for season two. Blue Exorcist, on the other hand, not a fan. Not a fan. I watched season one. It's not that good. Susan May, also kind of boring. And the most recent anime I watched, Kokoro Connect, I heard the premise of it and I was like, that sounds kind of interesting. And it was kind of interesting, but like it was good. It just wasn't that good. Uh yeah. Do I want to make any changes? Um you know what, Soul Leader, you can be B. And you know what? Um uh, Evangelion can be B too. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling nice. But that will do it for the anime tier list video. If y'all want to see me talk about any of the anime that I talked about in this video further, just let me know. I hope this was a good video to watch. Kind of just making it to make it. I mean, I wanted to make it, but I just wanted to get a video out for y'all. Um, because I've been pretty motivated to make YouTube videos lately. But hopefully this was a good video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please subscribe. Road to 500,000, or not 500,000. Road to 500 subscribers so I can get the membership unlock and the super chat. Yeah, unlocked. And if y'all want to follow me on any list, just go ahead. I recently updated it. Like I dropped Chainsaw Man and Spy Family and all that. And you can see my ratings like that I've given things. Tell me if I need to update my ratings for anything, because it might not be accurate towards this list. But yeah, hope y'all have a good day and a good night and a good everything. I will see y'all another time. Bye bye.